Hi everyone, it's Robert here at Gist. I want to take a couple minutes and give you a quick product overview and tell you a little bit about some of the features and some of the capabilities that Gist has. What you're looking at now is the dashboard, and the dashboard comes together once you activate your Gist account and you connect into your email, you connect into your various social networks, and what we're able to do then is pull together all of this information about all your contacts, go through a prioritization exercise, and actually create an importance score for you and surface the information that is most important about these contacts in a timely and a very efficient way. Because there's a lot of contacts out there, if you're like me, you have a lot of them, as you'll see on the left side of my newsreader. There's a lot of ways to filter down this information, and so what we've built in are a couple ways to sort of dial this up or dial this down, including a date-based constraint, which is I can look at only the last 24 hours of information, or maybe I want to go as far back as 90 days. I can also look at different types of content streams. I can look at Twitter activity, blogs, and news items. Who I featured here is Brad Feld, a great member of the Gist family, Foundry being an investor in us, and Brad on our board of directors. And so if I wanted to restrain this a little bit, and I only want to look at blog or news release items or news stories that contain Brad, then I can toggle on and off. Other things I can do is I can take a look at who I want to get information on, and this could be based on maybe who I'm meeting with this week, or maybe people I've added as contacts this week. The meeting integration is based on touching the calendars and knowing what's coming up on your calendar, and those are going to be important meetings for you, and whether or not you've met the people that you're meeting with. Gist is able to dynamically create a profile in the background, curate that profile for you, and then surface new information about who you're meeting with. Much like the contacts added this week, you're not doing anything other than sending or receiving an email or sending and receiving a calendar invite, and what Gist will do is dynamically look up that person. It will begin to build a profile for that person and for that person's company. Additional things that we can do, we can restrain this or add to it based on overall levels of importance, and I've tightened this down pretty good on looking at those that are most important to me. The balance of the dashboard is set up to give me summary level information. You'll see sort of an at-a-glance view of my calendar, recent attachments maybe I've shared, recent links I've shared. One of the really interesting parts of Gist, because we bring all of this content together from all of these sources, is the ability to search across it. And so if I go out here and I search on Brad, what you'll see surface here are people named Brad, companies that have the word Brad in it, attachments, links, etc. These are all coming from different places, but yet available to be searched and accessed directly in one place by Gist. So if I wanted to drill down into Brad's profile, which I can do from the search bar, or I can do from over here in the profile summary. If I drill into that, what's going to happen is that's going to take me to Brad's profile view. And this profile, again, is one of these that is automatically generated, automatically created, and automatically curated and updated as information becomes available. You'll see a picture here of Brad. What I've done is I've actually gone in here and added some tags, which you can do to filter on and further get refinement in terms of the people you're most interested in seeing. You'll see a summary of our inbox over here, my inbox over here, in terms of the correspondence Brad and I have shared, links we've shared, attachments that we've shared, and those within our network that we share as individuals or as contacts, and the frequency of update. You'll see I communicate with TA relatively regularly. We've also embedded a search widget, so as new information comes up with one click, you can add that to the Gist profile. You'll see the same news feed that we saw on the dashboard, but a little more specific. What I can do from here is, and I can do this from the newsreader as well, is I can share this information, whether I want to do that via email, Facebook, or Twitter update. So what I'm able to do is extract information that has been served up for me and respond or reach out to Brad in context. And this is all completely changeable, but to say, great story, great mention, congratulations, whatever it might be, again, taking a lot of information about a lot of people and surfacing those things that are most important is really what Gist does. Some other things I can do that work into your sort of daily workflow, I can print out this summary and I can take it with me, I can mark it up, I can stick it into a folder. Again, our goal is to implement and integrate Gist into your daily activities, and I'll show you more how we do that when I show you the Microsoft Outlook demo here in a second. We can also pivot from Brad into the company view. The company view takes me to Foundry Group being the firm that Brad works for, and you'll see all the people that I've corresponded with that work at Foundry Group, as well as some basic information here. This actually comes in via Dow Jones feed, And interestingly, what we can do is we can generate a company-specific feed across all of these contacts. The same toggle switches, which I can look at news, blogs, tweets, and do the same efforts of I can read something, I can flag it for follow-up, I can share it, I can do a variety of different things. But as I said, it's important to us at GIST to put GIST where you already are spending your time, and we know for a lot of you that's in Microsoft Outlook. So what I'll do is I'll go over quickly to an Outlook interface. This is Outlook 2007, and what you'll see here is an email, again from Brad. This actually contains some comments from one of our beta users. We love to get feedback from our beta users, and especially when it's really good feedback for us. This is a classic example of lots of people in the to field, lots of people in a CC field, and then a question might be, who are all these people? Well, what I can do, and I've clicked the GIST button over on the right, GIST will then render profile summaries within Microsoft Outlook. So I haven't had to leave Outlook, I haven't had to open a web browser, I haven't had to log in anywhere. Simply by downloading the GIST desktop and integrating this into Outlook, all of the profile and summary level information that I've just shown you is available to be consumed within Outlook. So you'll see Brad's profile, Chris, Jason, TA, all the people that were on this email. And from here I can look at specific contact details. Again, all the same stuff we looked at earlier, but this time within Microsoft Outlook. I can continue to drill down the news. I can look at all the emails that we've exchanged. So again, creating this sort of person or company-centric view of all this information inside the applications where you already spend your time. So that's a quick overview of GIST. I hope that this has been helpful. We do love feedback, so we always love to hear from our users. Please send that to feedback@gist.com, or you can email me directly at robert@gist.com. Thank you very much.